awake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
You caught me lost in thought there. I was looking at refilling our water, and last time we refilled the water, totally filled up and started squirting out there. And I want to have a good look at it to make sure.
That little hole?
That little hole right there, that's where it started squirting out. And that lets you know, hey, stop it. But I'm just kind of curious as to if there's another hole in there that directs the water to the bilge, because we don't want any water in the bilge. So I'm just trying to figure out the perfect time to, when we're refilling with water, to stop it. And that's where you caught me lost in thought. I was not looking around at our surroundings.
Taking in the moment.
Taking it in. We got almost a full foresail out, full main.
We've also got the engine
We
on.
also got the engine running because we only got 5 knots of wind, but it is absolutely beautiful sailing. But
It's beautiful motor sailing.
Beautiful motor
and
sailing.
You know, like when you think about it, we've been on this boat now for just over 3 months, right?
Yeah.
And exactly how many times have we had the engine off?
I can count it like 3, 4 times.
I was going to say one.
Once or twice. Yeah.
a couple of weeks, last week or so, we had it off for about an hour.
Yeah.
So we've pretty much motor sailed our way from the southwest coast of Italy to Croatia over the past about 10 weeks or so.
And they say that about med sailing, right?
Yeah.
You just got too much wind or no wind, which is fine.
With around 15,000 inhabitants, Korčula is the 6th largest island in Croatia, and we were looking forward to exploring it.
Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Does anybody know anything about Marco Polo?
Okay. Wikipedia says the following: Marco Emilio Polo was a Venetian merchant, explorer, and writer who traveled through Asia along the Silk Road between 1271 and 1295.
How much is it?
We'll find out.
Oh, the circon's nice.
90. 6 tickets for 90. We got it all.
Okay. 6 tickets for 90. So that would be.
Sharing the bus with the local school kids, bringing back some memories, seeing all the jostling and joking and whatnot. Obviously don't understand anything they say now. Jackie, are we off here too?
Well, I turned off the bus, so I think
That's it.
I guess it's beauty before age.
Katie wants to go for a ride in a submarine. Seems to me the first stop in every town we go to is the ice cream.
I said I'm taking everything out of the freezer and I'm filling the freezer up with ice cream only.
Wow, we know where to come. You'll have Pete living there full time.
What do you like?
No, that's me. I'm
Berries.
that one.
Berries.
The berries. That's me.
This is one of the things about groups travelling together as buddy boats. There's 6 of us and we have to be fairly well coordinated, and for that reason we look to Jackie.
No,
So
don't look at
what
me.
is happening today?
We all have different interests, and at 4 o'clock we are going to have to catch a taxi.
Okay.
Catch you at 4 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good.
Taxi night before that's 2.5 hours. No, an hour 45.
Enjoy Korčula, everybody. of these old towns are just solid stone, and they keep everything so cool. So when you are, like I say, you're on the boat and it's great, you can jump in for a swim and cool down that way. But it's not the same as walking around in the shade. Like I say, they keep it really cool. Marco Polo is said to have been born and grown up in a house here in Corcula. There is actually a small museum. I don't think it's open at the moment. Wind instrument on the blink again.
What's the wind say? Oh yeah.
It's not on.
White caps.
Where the next lightning's going to come from. There are white caps right now.
Huh?
White caps.
That's what I was saying. So I want you to check the wind.
So how are we managing this situation?
What situation is that?
Well, the situation is that we've got these winds going to be gusting all night, and it's a new anchor. Well, it's a new boat, but it's also a new anchor to the boat, kindly gifted by friends. And we did drag last night a bit.
It's never a sound night's sleep you get when you're on an anchor. Well, especially if you're a newbie. You know, if you're a newbie and we got about 20 knots and there's not a lot we can do about it. It's gusting at 20 knots. So there's not a lot we can do about it. We can't move right now. We're sticking with it. We've tested the anchor by reversing on it with high revs on the engine, and had the anchor really, really taut. So we should be fine. We should be fine. But it just, as I say, you just don't rest easy in situations like this, and that's the price you pay for living on a boat, I guess. We're just going to have to get used to it.
So what we've decided is that we're going to sleep in the salon tonight, so we can have quick access to come up and have a look around if we think that we might be dragging. And a couple of points of reference we've picked over on the shore, a light, and then we've got a buoy in the water, and we've got our big hand light that we can shine on it. So hopefully we won't drag. So far she's held up well. We've been anchored, like I say, with 50 metres out all afternoon and into the evening, and the conditions have been the same. We do know though that it is going to pick up a bit more overnight, so we'll just have the good old Anchor Pro set, and yeah, hope it'll let us know if we go out of our range. And when it does, oh boy, you know about it.
I'm going to turn on the navs for a second, by the way. I just want to see what our depth is at when we're facing right towards the shore right now.
Yes, because we got that northeast coming in, right?
8 meters.
Which is what we anchored in.
7 meters.
Yeah. 7.78. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did anchor in 8, so
that's pretty deep. Okay.
yeah. All right then. So we're gonna try for some sleep.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah. Yep. So what's going on, kiddo?
I am monitoring our situation. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's actually 2:50. Time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, we're at this little island of Corcula in Croatia, and it's really crappy holding. We've anchored over the past 2 days about 6 times, I think. And the last time being about an hour and a half ago, because we started dragging. So we dragged, like, I think between 20 and 30 meters quite quickly, and now we've got Anchor Pro going, so I'm watching Anchor Pro for our new spot. I'm tracking us on the Navionics, watching the depth, and just seeing if we're going to move again. It's and the wind has not been like terribly bad for is it
20 knots was the most we saw, right?
Yeah, so far.
And that should be fine. We had 50 meters of chain out.
Yeah, and we're in 8 meters.
And 8 meters of water.
Yeah.
With 20 knots of wind, that should not have been a problem.
No. So something funny is going on, and just don't feel like I've got the engine running. Just a freaking shit show getting the anchor up because it was gusting like 14, 16, and then the fuse blew the fuse on the windlass trying to get it up. So obviously you quick to action grab the manual, what do you call it? Cranking the last 12 meters up as we were drifting back towards the shore. And then the radar reflector blew at the same time. Like a bomb, it went off so loud and pieces of it came flying through the window, and it was right like up on the spreaders, so I don't know how that happened. So yeah, it's not been the best of nights.
And our boat buddies taken off because
they were having trouble,
and so they went around the corner looking for some shelter.
I hope they found some. I can see them there. AIS is finally working. It hasn't been working, but I see where they are now, and hopefully they're tucked in nicely, and we'll be able to get some sleep tonight.
Well,
I don't think we will.
No, I think we're just gonna.
We're just gonna have to sit this one out, and hope we get some rest tomorrow. And this island behind us, the power just went out. So these little landmarks I have. Well, there's this light there, and there's this here, and this little car that I can tell if we're moving. There's nothing now, so it's all. What did they do in the old days?
Can't imagine. Anyway,
that's what's going on with me. Are you sorry you asked? After our hectic and stressful night on Anchor Watch, all we wanted to do was just relax and get some rest. So we made the short hop up the coast to the picturesque seaside town of Levisti, which is on the Pelješac Peninsula. We felt relieved to be anchored in the firm sandy bay, and it was time to go ashore and stretch our legs. We're still mastering the art of getting in and out of our little floating dinghy car. We'll get there eventually. You got yourself a nice cool and refreshing beer there?
that's weird. I think it's one by a German who knows beer.
Yeah.
You gotta love shoulder season. I don't think this table would be available in August.
Not with a view like this. It's nice to actually come for lunch and be able to see your home over there, right there. So yeah, we're discovering now that we're living on a budget that it's probably more economical for us to go out for lunch rather than dinner. We've had a couple of dinners out, haven't we? And ka-ching, monthly budget gone pretty quickly, so we're enjoying the lunch out, and we'll have dinner on the boat. It was a nice surprise to run into a couple from Florida that we'd met earlier on our travels. These are in their 80s and are truly an inspiration to people like us who are just starting out, that you really can live this life if you're fit and healthy. I'm Bill. Just going to introduce you to...
You guys didn't ride the scooter.
I know. So Bill and Karen are from sailing vessel Moonbeam. And we had the good fortune to meet them in Montenegro, didn't we, Pete? Mm-hmm. And again, we've run into them here on the lovely...
we learn from each other.
We do, and we're just learning about these scooters and how great they are. So I had a quick lesson. Thank you so much, Bill, for that. And we're sold. I think...
Did you?
I think we'll have to invest.
Oh yeah, I've been on them before, yeah. After a couple restful nights in this calm anchorage, we were ready to move on. But first it was another trip up the mast for me to make a temporary repair to our faulty anchor light.
This would be my 5th time up the mast in our 3 months of cruising, and it does get easier the more you do it.
Thanks to Pete and help from Noel, our mast light was repaired, and so it was time for anchors up and off to the next stop on our island hopping adventure to little island of Hvar. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. We'd be happy to have you following us along. Thanks.